Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we return to Ultimate General Civil War for what is, I believe, part 19 in my Let's Play series of the game. It's a new game out by Game Labs, currently in early access on Steam, and we are about to fight the Battle of Second Manassas. In our last video, we fought through the raid on Manassas Depot, which was a Confederate sally to destroy John Pope's provisions of his army, cut him out of some supply, and, draw them in for the attack on Jackson's corps. Jackson would remain along a ridge line near an unfinished railroad near Manassas Junction and would receive the brunt of Pope's army's attacks for 2 days before General James Longstreet came up with his other corps of the Army of Northern Virginia with Robert E. Lee in attendance and would launch a devastating counterattack on the Union Army. That was the Battle of Second Manassas. We will see how well my fight in the Battle of Second Manassas goes. This is part of the Ultimate General campaign, which puts you in control of a Confederate army as you attempt to make it through the entire war and win various battles. So far, we've done very well. You can see in the top right there, we've got 39 reputation, which is very strong for a, commander at this time. It would be much higher if we had not lost the Battle of Shiloh, but outside of that, we've done pretty well for ourselves, as you see me going through and reorganizing our forces in preparation for the battle. Now, the audio that you're about to hear has been taken from a live stream that I did a couple weeks ago as I played through this entire series. And as I said, this is part 19 in the series, so we're a good ways into it. We've only got the Battle of Second Manassas here right in front of us, and then the Battle of Antietam before this campaign will wrap up. The eventual release of Ultimate General Civil War will cover the entire Civil War, but the early access version ends after the Battle of Antietam. So with all of that being said, in my long-winded introduction, we're going to go ahead and jump back into the live stream, folks. So the audio you're about to hear is from the live stream, and I will meet up with you guys back at the end of this video. Hope everybody enjoys it, and stay tuned. Fields. We can always use prestige from a victory to buy more if we need to. So sell 600 of them. I don't know how much. I wasn't looking at exactly what I need. So we still need 500 more. I think I'm still like $10 short, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cavalry Brigade. Equip them with the Lamats that we've got. Oh, great. I didn't need to do that. I'm stupid.
Yes, sir.
Oh no, I still do. Okay, let's go to the 500. We could actually go higher than that and use... Okay. So we'll sell one more pattern. And then that should allow us to get one more trooper. No? 89? Still short? God. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sure this is thrilling to watch. Come on! Just one spring fit. Okay, so we've got a 550-man cavalry detachment. So 20,170 soldiers, of that 19,500 infantry. Really, 19,500? Oh, we've got one unit that's not maxed out. And I have nothing in the armory. I need 15,000. That was dumb. I think I sold those, didn't I? Can I raise 15,000 anyway? That's 1,400, 3,000, 6,000, 11,000. Nope, can't do it. Okay, well, we're going to have one brigade that's slightly under strength. Fine, whatever. So we've got 19,500 infantry, 1,700 artillery, and 550 cavalry for a total of 20,170 men and 72 guns. Is this going to be enough, guys? Cavalry unit could use a better officer. The problem is, does anybody know, is there any way you can, like, just demolish this division so that it doesn't exist? Can I really would love to take Longstreet out of this core position that he's in. I don't want to spend money on someone, but, like, Thomas Jackson and Longstreet are both wasted. So we can do this, right? No, I can't. That's dumb. Blah! Yeah, but I don't have any kernels that are free anyway. I'd have to sell weapons just to make Thomas Jackson free.
Sir, yes, sir.
So what I could do, you know, we don't have a ton of troops still using this gun, so we'll do that. So I can. This is a stupid. That's so stupid. It's like, oh great, we've got Jackson available. Now we can put him in charge of cavalry. Great. That makes sense. Not. Stamina efficiency. Stamina efficiency. Morale efficiency. Okay. Now I'd really like to get Longstreet out of here, but I don't have to spend $4 grand just so I can do it. $4,700. Need another 600. This is so stupid. So stupid.
Yes, sir.
Don't really care. I doubt we'll ever come back and have a second corps. Anyway, so now that we've got Longstreet free, we can put a 2-star in a brigade position, I suppose. Good old James Longstreet. I'd put a major in here, but I can't. So it looks like the lowest grade you can have in command of a division is a major. Or sorry, a colonel. And the lowest grade you can have in command of a corps is a brigadier general. Okay, so that gives them a bit of a perk as well by switching over to Longstreet by the looks of it. If I put in Palmer in command, 62, 34, 54, 41, 40.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, pretty big bonus, at least in terms of command, by having James Longstreet in command of a brigade. Okay, Sidney Johnson. I guess that's what we're going to have to go with. So we are about to fight the Battle of Second Manassas. So following the recent events of the Peninsula Campaign, a portion of our forces initiated a wide flanking maneuver, and that would be General Jackson, and raided the Union supply depot at Manassas Junction. As a result, the Union Army under General Pope was forced to abandon its defensive line at the Rappahannock River and move toward Washington. We gamble by leaving Richmond almost undefended to attack this isolated Union Army. Big boost of 15 prestige if we win. If we lose, we're fired because I spent some of that reputation on those Lamette rifles. So I could have ensured continuing to succeed, but now defeat is not an option. So we're going to go ahead and save. Save here. Just because I'd like to get to the Battle of Antietam at some point. A draw is okay. Victory would be ideal. All right. Deploy. Uh-oh. I'm worried anytime it says diversion and then reinforcements and you have 60 brigades. Okay, so we withdraw a few miles to the northwest and took up defensive position on Stony Ridge. We hope to lure Pope into a trap. So historically, this is basically what happened. The Confederates attacked. They pulled back to this ridge line. The Union responded and attacked Jackson's forces up along this ridge line. Longstreet then brought his entire corps up in this reinforcement vein and attacked the Union flank in the midst of the heat, Jackson almost breaking. That was kind of the moral of the story. Now we can see here the Federals, it says, only have 10,000 troops. Maybe that's initially. We're not going to have reinforcements for the flank attack. So it may not be the historical. Oh, you have to put troops in the... Oh, we can't fight this battle this way. You have to... Great. You have to have 2 cores. That's grand. Okay. So I guess we gotta go back to the camp. It would be real great if I knew that ahead of time. So we've gotta have 2 cores. Well, so much for spending that money to free up those commanders now that we don't even need them. Okay. 2nd Division is gonna be part of the Corps. We may need to move troops around a bit. I don't think it makes sense to have Longstreet there anymore. If we're going to have a corps, right?
Sir, yes, sir.
So Longstreet will be the 2nd Corps commander.
Sir, yes, sir.
1st Division will be Ransom.
Yes, sir.
2nd Division, Albert Sidney Johnson, I guess. And we're going to put 3,500 men there. I don't like the idea of having... Well, I guess the whole 5 units in a brigade was kind of a waste. Kind of moving troops around a bit. Alright, so 8,000 men there, 8,000 men here, and then the cavalry and the artillery, so that's good. The 2nd Corps is going to be a whopping 3,500 men under Longstreet that are going to come in and attack on the flank. We do have 1 colonel available, so we can swap out one of these brigade commanders with a colonel. Should improve him a little bit. Maybe we actually do this. So we're going to have 12,000 men on the defensive with the 1st Corps. And we're going to have 8,000 men coming up as reinforcements. That might make more sense.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, I don't like that I've weakened myself in the way that I have. And actually, it might make sense to have the cavalry in the 2nd Corps as well. If only because they're going to be coming up as reinforcements. We need to know what's ahead of them. These guys are probably going to be more fixed in place along the ridgeline. So I'm hoping 12,000 infantry and a buttload of guns are good for them. And then the reserve division that comes up, hitting the enemy in the flank with the cavalry as scouts, will be efficient enough. Do I have... Yeah. I don't know if I want to waste Jackson in a cavalry command.
Yes,
So the efficiency penalty is definitely because the commander's shit. Let's see here. Can I replace myself? Brigadier General Jackson? I can replace myself, but I'm not going to.
sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, I'd rather these guys have Jackson at command. You can see that gives them a big efficiency bonus as well. Now, of course, the flip side is the cavalry is much less efficient, which I don't know quite what that means. Efficiency maybe is like reloading or melee, but I'm going to be using them more as scouts, so I think I'm okay with that. Unless... You know... I know I was talking about not wanting to sell that stuff, but I honestly think I don't want these guys, because they may end up in a melee, and I don't want them horribly ill-equipped to fight. So we can get up to $1,500. Gives us this guy, a lieutenant colonel,
Yes, sir.
which gives us a slight efficiency boost. Of course, now this corps has no supply, so I'm going to have to go and sell all of our other weapons because I didn't anticipate needing to build up supply because I didn't anticipate there being a 2nd Corps. So, that sucks. I'm hoping 10,000 is enough for a corps. I don't know how much our reinforcements are really going to need supply because they may be coming up late in the battle, but... Alright, that's the new Army of Northern Virginia. And that's what we're going to be fighting with. Okay. Alright, so there you go. And we're ready to go. And away we go. Yes, I know I have supplies in my supply wagon. Alright, so the first corps still goes there. Second corps comes up as reinforcements. We got 15 brigades, guys. We may be in trouble. Okay, so our raid to the Union's massive supply depot at Junction was a success. The huge blow to their rear dislodged the Army of Virginia from its defensive lines along the Rappahannock River. We now move northwest, challenging them to follow us. Wait, what? General Pope, the new commander of Army of Virginia, is isolated. This is a good location to set up a trap and attack him with all of our forces before he's reinforced by General McClellan. I'd rather not attack. We took a big risk and left Richmond undefended, but as we expected, McClellan did not attempt any offensive maneuvers on the peninsula. The rest of our army will arrive tomorrow and deal a flanking attack to the unsuspecting Yankees. I am not ready for this battle. Oh, this is going to be a big one. Currently, General Pope assembles his army and all reinforcements near Henry Hill. He will most likely withdraw to Washington northwest unless we do something about it. I don't think that's true. A diversionary attack would probably convince him to stay in the area and fight. The division of Rufus King is headed to join Pope's main army through the small town of Grovetown. It is time to draw their attention. This seems like a bad idea. Okay. I suppose this is based on the historical action of the Iron Brigade, defending against massive odds. I don't like the idea of this attack, personally. I'd rather not engage my force that's already going to be heavily outnumbered when the enemy decides to attack the following day. It's not like we're going to get a chance to draw more reinforcements. And Lord knows we don't have the supply built up for this attack. Oh god. Run through the woods! Run, Forrest, run! Are they really retreating? Oh, right. Gibbon's brigade. Fantastic brigade. Of course it's fantastic. It has lots of Wisconsinites in it. At least these guys are in the woods. Got good cover at least. Holy cow, that's close range. Patrick's brigade is on our right. Okay. Patrick, I don't see Patrick. I see Hatch. Oh, there he is. Oh, our right. Yeah, that makes sense. Why are you guys still moving? Just fire your damn weapons. Can you not shoot at them? I didn't really want to engage in melee, but hey. Hopefully, actually, the one thought I have is if we crush... Oh, we flanked. Oh, shit. If we crush these guys, maybe the casualties will carry over, kind of the way they did in the Gettysburg game, where, you know, each battle, the unit's loss is carried over. If that's the case, that could give us some benefit at least. We can really decimate these guys. Okay, so we drove them back. Good, good. Yes, canister fire, just what we want, because casualties don't matter to us. Great. Okay. Yes, Gibbon, expose your flank to us. I'm okay with that. Oh, these are casualties we can ill afford. Special. Holy shit, the Stonewall Brigade just lost a quarter of its men. Oh shit. Get back in the woods. Innes Doles is wounded. Good to know, good to know. Doubleday, you need to stay in the open, please. By the way, Doubleday did not invent baseball. F to pay respects, is that what I'm getting? These guys are doing okay, but again, every casualty lost here is going to make holding in the next battle against the overwhelming odds of the Federals very difficult. I mean, we lost 400 men in the Stonewall Brigade. 500 men in this other brigade. Collect at least 10% more casualties. Alright, folks, and that's going to do it for this first part of the Battle of Second Manassas. I'm sorry that there was quite a bit of me kind of stumbling around and trying to figure out how to get the right force composition for this battle, having to divide my corps in two. That's one thing I think the game could improve upon at this point in early access, is it doesn't do a good job of communicating, like, you know, before you actually go into a battle, oh, you're going to need X number of corps to fight this battle. I think it could do a better job of communicating that, and it's frankly a little bit frustrating because you build your army not knowing exactly what you're going to need in future battles, which I realize, you know, a real general wouldn't know exactly what he's going to need, but a real general also wouldn't be told, you can't fight this battle until you have the right force composition, so that's a little bit annoying. But overall, you know, a successful first fight. I know I'm fast-forwarding through the later part of the first day of the Battle of Second Bull Run, but it's over, spoiler alert. We win this first day, but remember, this is a multi-day affair, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the video off here within the next 2 minutes as the game ends, and I hope you guys all enjoy and stay tuned for day 2, which is full of nail-biting. As you can see here, we proceed to the next day of the Battle of Second Manassas in what ends up being a very fraught affair with troops on the way and other troops being forced to hold out. But without spoiling anything, we'll go ahead and end the video here. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video and you stay tuned for next time. But until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.